Thanks for sticking around. We're headed into that other best of 3 semifinals matchup. This one is between Sway Esports we saw earlier and Flow Motion. Sway Esports had that very exciting win over Team Eminent. Flow Motion DQ'd up here as well, unfortunately. Now I am just waiting for the other team to hop in here. The other team is MIA at the moment. Right now is a great time to go follow us on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. You can find all of those by just looking at Battle Car League. And if you're not already following us on Twitch, just go ahead and hit the little heart that's up there. I would really appreciate it. This is the best of 3 semifinals. We're just waiting on Flow Motion. Seems to be MIA at the moment. Really appreciate you guys watching. Hope to see a lot of you guys here in the future. If you've participated, we will be holding more tournaments. I do believe the next one will be in November. And if you're interested in helping out Battle Car League, if you're interested in casting or streaming or just being an everyday staff, feel free to PM me in Discord. We can talk more about that. We always welcome new people who are willing to help out. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me today. Solo casting is tough, but when I got all you guys commenting and watching and cheering me on, really helps. It looks like the other team is on their way. Pretty excited to see Sway Esports. Very good team, had some great team plays. Stokely, that Season 5 Grand Champion, really stepped it up in that matchup versus Team Eminent. Speedy lived up to his name, and Yin was a very good third guy, always there when you needed him to be there. This Flow Motion team, we haven't seen yet. We'll see how they match up against Sway Esports, who will be headed on to the final to face TKF Beam. And from the start, they have been very dominant, moving their way up through this bracket. Of course, whoever loses this will go on to play our third place game, since this tournament is point based. You have to have a third place game, so we will go watch that third place game before we move on to the final match. So a couple more matches of Rocket League for you guys. Discounted cast with Chance Out Redemption. Will at least get third place. And sorry about the dead air. Hopefully this team is on their way. If there's any baseball fans out there, go ahead and throw up who you think's going to win the World Series this year in the chat bar. If you say Red Sox, you get some brownie points, though. I even doubt that's going to happen. Houston's looking pretty good this year. As long as the Yankees don't make it, that's all I care about. Got some Cubs hatred in there. There we go. Okay, I can stop just making up things to talk about now, and we could watch a match here. So, semifinals, best of 3, as I was embarrassingly informed after the last semifinals. Quick shot there from Yin, just right. See how this Flow Motion team plays. We haven't seen them today. We have seen Sway Esports, and they have been looking very dominant. Stokely with a shot that's going to fall in, and nobody's back there for Flow Motion. Great power shot and angle there from Stokely. We've seen him play incredibly well all tournament long. So that ball splits the middle. Looks like Speedy's going to have a little bit of time with this ball. He's just going to go for the dribble pass over to Yin, but he's going to pop it over his head. And Speedy's just going to stick with this ball. After the failed pass, the roof threw him off, but Stokely comes out of nowhere. And Yin's going to follow that up with a shot. Good save there from Perk. This Flow Motion team is scored on again by Speedy. Very fast rotating around by him, living up to his name. So Sway Esports, as we know, has Stokely, Speedy, and Yin. And Flow Motion has Perk, Head Assassin, and Sniper. This kickoff here splits the middle. Sway Esports looking very dominant already here in this first minute. They really want to go to the finals as Stokely goes for a fancy shot there. He'll whiff, but Speedy's there just in time to finish that off. It was all calculated. Sniper not in a good position, not sticking with that ball. Speedy comes in and finishes it off. Kickoff here goes in favor of Speedy. Yin's going to follow that up. Try to get a pass off here. Head Assassin clears that out. But Stokely's playing back, keeping the pressure. Yin with a quick shot high off the backboard. Speedy and Yin are both up. Maybe getting a little carried away with themselves. Stokely's going to make sure no offensive pressure is created by Flow Sports. Nice save there from Perk, getting to that ball just in time. But Speedy gets the angle, passes it over to Yin, who finishes it off. Unfortunately, Flow Motion, it looks like they might be overmatched here, but there's still plenty of time left in this matchup. Sway Esports is coming out very strong, hoping to make it into that final. Kickoff here goes in favor of them once again. This is just headed towards the net, just high off the crossbar though. Flow Motion catches a break there, but that's a shot from Yin. It looks like it's going to fall in as Stokely actually comes in and finishes it off. Fortunately, when you have a team that got up here from DQs, this is a possibility of happening. See if they can make something happen here. Snipe gets that ball around Speedy. Whiff there from Stokely. Yin is back. Good rotation here. Speedy follows that up with the shot. Can Stokely redirect that? Just missed. That would have been a beautiful team play. Yin's keeping the pressure. Speedy redirects that over to Stokely, who finishes it off with a shot in the top left corner. They are looking fantastic right now, executing some brilliant team plays. Whoever wins this will go on to play TKF Beam, and I have to say, if Sway Esports does win, that will be a great matchup to watch. As Speedy puts in another shot, and they are looking very dominant. This looks like a pretty big mismatch here in terms of skill. See if Flow Motion can make some adjustments. Head Assassin is not worried about anything as he throws that no problem up there. Maybe this is all part of their plan. Speedy gets a good touch off there, and 2 whiffs and a shot. Bad defensive breakdown there for Flow Motion. Both their players up. They got all tangled on each other. No one just sitting in goal with their front to the ball. Kickoff here kind of splits the middle. Looks like Sniper's going to beat them to the ball, but Stokely's there to follow it up. The Season 5 Grand Champion is feasting off this team right now. The ball's going to